there are moments in life where I try to kind of just be cool in the moment and...
All right, no one else is going to say it, so I'm going to say it. Why does The Rock look like Barack Obama?
Could The Rock actually become the next US president? Well, that's exactly what a lot of people are talking about today, because recently his odds of becoming the Democrats' next presidential nominee have surged on Polymarket above even Michelle Obama.
Yes, The Rock is going viral on social media. A lot of people linking him like, why is The Rock looking like Obama? If you take a look at some tweets like this, you will clearly understand exactly what I'm talking about. For some time now, a lot of Democrats are speculating like, oh, The Rock will run for president. Looking at recent polls, you will see that The Rock has surpassed Michelle Obama. At a certain point, I don't want to go further into that. What drew my attention is the fact that...
When was the last time you saw The Rock, Dwayne Johnson? Why do I ask? Because videos of him are circulating all over the internet, and people are claiming that it's not the same person. As a matter of fact, take a look at this video. Who is that? That is not AI. That is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, at an event in Italy. This has everyone asking the question, has Hollywood claimed another celebrity? I understand people age and their looks can change, but just a few weeks back, this is what we saw of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Fast forward to just a day or two ago, this is now what's left of The Rock. So rumors are now circulating all over social media that Hollywood has now claimed another celebrity, this time Dwayne The Rock Johnson. What do you think is going on with Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Do you think it's diet or not lifting as much as he did just a month ago? Or do you think something else is going on?
Yes, a lot of people believe that something is going on. I've seen all types of messages, videos people are pouring out, all linking to 2028 about the elections. That is what I've seen. I could not bypass. I just want to show you what exactly is going on.
Could The Rock actually become the next US president? Well, that's exactly what a lot of people are talking about today, because recently his odds of becoming the Democrats' next presidential nominee have surged on Polymarket above even Michelle Obama and Tim Walz. Now, realistically, his odds are still only sitting at about 2 to 3%, with Gavin Newsom and AOC being by far the top two contenders. But the crazy part is that he's up there without even saying that he's running. He has, although, dropped sneaky little hints. For example, in 2022, a poll came out that 46% of Americans would support his presidential run, and then he revealed that after that poll came out, multiple political parties approached him to see if he would run for US president in 2024. In 2016, he told GQ, "I can't deny the thought of being a governor or president is alluring." And then just a year later, he told Variety that the 2024 presidential campaign was a realistic consideration. Now, he mentioned what stopped him was his kids. He doesn't want them to be dragged into politics. But he still left the door slightly open, because he told Trevor Noah in a podcast, if that's
ultimately what the people would want, then of course I would consider it.
And hypothetically, if he did run in 2028, the current odds said that he'd be up against JD Vance. So the question is Dwayne Johnson exactly what the Democrats need right now? Or would AOC and Gavin Newsom be a better option?
Yes, now going into this issue of presidential run, The Rock Johnson has been mentioned as a potential presidential candidate, with recent polling market odd indicating a 4% chance of him being the Democratic nominee in 2028, surpassing figures like Tim Walz. His appeal stemmed from his celebrity status, charisma, and bipartisan vote outreach. I posted this few hours ago. Hollywood celebrities are insane. Sometimes I don't even want to talk about these people, but I just have to show you so you can see how crazy some of them can be. This guy could not stay a single minute without mentioning Trump's name. They are all suffering from TDS. We all know that. For people who never saw that video, take a look at this.
Hate me for saying this, but Obama's presidency is one of the main reasons I became conservative. A black person won the highest office in the land, and the only way to get there was to have support of white people. That's the only way he could have gotten there. In my mind, game over. There isn't a single thing a black American can't do, and I thought that was going to be the message. We are all on equal ground. If that black dude can become the president, any black dude can do anything. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we did. On to the next goal. But no, that's when they came up with systemic racism. Just when you thought you didn't have to be a victim anymore, there's another term to learn. That's when I realized these people were all in cahoots and they were all just trying to gain control. You can control somebody when they are emotional. We black people are constantly in a state of high emotion. You think you're a victim, you think everybody's out to get you, but that's not the case. I mean, duh, anybody that's telling you that you can't do something or that you have a disadvantage, why would you want them around you? Why would you believe that? Like, I'm getting pissed just thinking about it. It was just completely ridiculous. Obama was the worst. He could have done a lot better for us, but he failed, in my opinion. All right, love you. Bye.
Yes, I'm still struggling to understand this. How on earth will a president decide to remove people who enter a country illegally a problem? I don't get it. Since when entering another country illegally become a normal thing? Looking at this man, this Hollywood actor, what he said on this video, to me, it doesn't make sense. This clearly tells you the minds of these people. Taking a look at this, Hollywood actor Jim carried slammed President Trump and consecutive for wanting to deport criminals from the United States.
Immigrants' contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. And children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes there is a sinister, deep, diabolically plotting to what? Give them health care? We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us.
We cannot be the only party that plays by the rules anymore. We've got to stand up and fight.
Is probably the hardest place to vote in the country, just in terms of the paperwork, the requirements, the even more difficult. One of the main...
In minds, limitations.
So many rules.
My choices are mine. Making this easy. People line up for my advice. And you're walking away like I'm stupid. Line up for my advice.
Going to lionize.
Why? Marriage, infertility.
How hard it is to live in the White House.
Post this morning alleging that since I said I will prevail.
It also shouldn't be racial.
Called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you...
Registration Act is
talking about
term, and you will be very...
Once again, the field was littered with Winter does.
And black people don't want to live around ratchet black.
How bad is his reputation going to be?
It's bad.
You need to connect the dots.
Going to carry a level of weight.
Position.
Or a rant.